Hi guys, my name is Matt Edmonds. I won the Mercedes AMG A45 with BOTB, and I'm just going to give you a quick review on the car and the options that I chose it. So a little rundown on the car. I opted for the AMG Aerodynamics Package, the AMG Night Package and the AMG Performance Exhaust. So I'll do a little walk around now. There's the spoiler, the wheels and the red brake calipers. Got the rear diffuser and then the performance exhaust, where they're normally chrome tipped, but with the performance exhaust they are black tipped. You've also got the front vents and the fins with the front splitter, and obviously then you've got the new facelift version, which looks lovely. So just a quick one on the alloys. They are 19-inch AMGs. They are Sport Max RTs. I have found a price on replacing these bad boys, and they are £225. And that is just for the tyre. So a quick look under the hood. She's nice and clean. AMG badge. The Mercedes motto, one man, one engine. Tobias Vetter was a gentleman that handcrafted and built my engine. See, she's nice and clean still. The turbo pipe is ridiculously huge. So the 4MATIC system, it's the Haldex system, which is predominantly front wheel drive and then rear wheel drive when necessary. It's the only system they could put in a transverse engine. It works really well. I've taken it a little bit off-road, non-intentionally, but I have, and she handles beautiful. This is in comfort mode. Despite the fact that she's 381 brake horsepower, she is a 5-door, as I've stated. You've got leather and Alcantara on the back seats and on the front bucket seats also, but it is very child safety and family orientated if you wish to have one for the kids. But the ISOFIX point is extremely nice place to be. Excuse the bag and the mess, but I am outside the castle and there are several families here with their vehicles and multiple trails. So this is what she sounds like inside the car in comfort mode, and the exhaust off. Right, so I'm just going to go through some of the spec on the car. The Dynamic Select comes as individual, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and then you've got the selector for reverse, neutral and drive. The performance exhaust was an optional extra. You can get, for these two spaces here, the Dynamic Plus package, which gives you adjustable suspension. I unfortunately missed it. My car was already built, but I've been told that it is an option on this model worth having for normal driving. But to be honest, I haven't got it. I've got sport suspension and I love it. I do feel that I'd bump now and again, obviously, but I still wouldn't change it. Definitely wouldn't change it. All the media functions, from the vehicle settings, telephone, radio, satellite navigation. There are some seriously bizarre options on this vehicle. Obviously then with the vehicle settings, illuminator, the brightness of the colours, and a chart to change the colour yourself, which there's just too many options here. That's just ridiculous, but I'll keep it on blue. Looks good. Those lights appear, you won't be able to see it now because it's daylight, but in the door handles, in the footwells, driver and passenger, behind the bucket seats, and if I zoom in a little bit, you might be able to see it on the rear seat. There it is there. And the other one. So on idle, she's still quite loud. Give it a bit of boot, and she still pops and bangs like a babe. We've got the instrument cluster there with the AMG logo on it. The select is extremely quick and for individual, but comfort. The automatic stop start function unfortunately goes off every time, and the exhaust goes on. It does get annoying. The air vents, lovely little touch these are. Off, on, carbon fibre around, the AMG mats. Obviously then you've got the seats, AMG bucket seats. You've got 2 ports then, 2 auxiliary ports or USB ports, which is really handy. There are also 2 at the back. They are down there somewhere, but they're down there. Centre line on the steering wheel, I really like that. Just gives you that racing feeling even more. Some other good little features of this car. You've got the interior lights and the reading lights, and also you've got an option there which turns off the sensors inside the car. So if somebody's in the car and you happen to lock it and you don't want the alarm to go off, it turns off the ultrasonic sensors inside the car, which is quite good. Obviously if you had a dog, not that you put a dog in an AMG, but if you did, that's the option to stop it from going off when the dog's moving around. So a couple of interesting stats on the car. She's a 2 litre turbo, 4MATIC, which means that she is predominantly front wheel drive. So the Haldex system sends most of the power to the front end. When it needs it, it sends 50%, of a maximum of 50%, to the rear end. She is 381 brake horsepower, which is crazy from a 2 litre turbo engine. Ridiculous, but AMG have made wonders with this engine. Fact, she is the most powerful car per litre in production, so it's more brake horsepower per litre than any other production car in the world. It works out 190.5 brake horsepower per litre. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But they are the facts. Now let's start the engine in Sport Plus mode. Huge difference straight away with that performance exhaust. Even inside the car, if I get to about 4,500 RPM, that's a nice sound. So this is what the Sport Plus and the performance exhaust sounds like outside of the car. Not too sharp. So that gives you the race start function. Obviously I'm not going to do it here. This is not in controlled environment and I'm right next to a castle. Don't particularly fancy crashing into that. So pull the paddle down and she's cancelled. Back into neutral, back into park, back into comfort. And the handbrake back on. But that's the Sport Plus. How to engage it: turn the traction control off, stick it into drive, put it into Sport Plus, handbrake off, hold both paddles together and then push up, keep your foot planted on the brake, then plant your foot on the accelerator, and away she goes. And trust me, I will do a video of it when I get a chance and I'm back on private land. But the last time I tried it, she got to about 100 before I even knew it. So yeah, definitely wouldn't recommend doing that on the streets of, or public roads at all, and if you do, make sure there's nothing around you, because yeah, she's fast. A really good feature on this car is the reversing camera and the parking sensors. I'm not being funny, but that is probably clearer than this camera that I'm recording it on now. It is ridiculous. The clarity is brilliant. In the night it is just as good. So yeah, hats off to them. It's a really good system. Not that I ever use it, because I'm too old school and prefer to use the mirrors, but if you like to use these little gadgets, it is unbelievably good.